Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain to you how to connect a webcam with a Raspberry Pi using Simulink programming in the Matlab. We need to follow some steps in order to do that. First of all, we need to install the Matlab 2015. Second, install the Microsoft Visual Studio 2013 or SDK 7.1 compiler as the compilers for the Matlab. And you could download that from the mathworks.com by searching for the supported and the compatible compilers for the 2015 Matlab. And here is some of the compilers that are compatible with the Matlab 2015. Third, download and install the supported packages for the Raspberry Pi 2 in the Matlab. And I'm going to show you how to install them through the Matlab. Here's the Matlab window. Go to the Advanced and then choose Get Hardware Supported Packages. Here are some options. You can install them from the internet or from the folder. Let's see what's going from the internet. You need to go down there to choose the Raspberry Pi packages and then click Next. But in my case, I already downloaded them, so I'll go directly to install them from the folder. I just need to browse the destination and click Next. Here we go. Make sure that those are selected, then press Next. All you need to do now is to log in order to set up the packages. Now we can log in. Then click Accept, Next. And now make sure that you have chosen to install the supported packages for the Raspberry Pi, then press Install. And now make sure the supported packages has been successfully installed and then press Continue. And now make sure that the supported packages you are selected for the Raspberry Pi Simulink, then press Next. Choose the model you're using. In my case, I'm using the Raspberry Pi 2 Model B, then press Next. In the network configuration, I'm going to use the direct connection host computer, and then Next. And now you should insert your SD card. And you now shall press refresh. So the drive of the SD card appears here after the refresh. And then click Next. Make sure that this warning appears, that it will erase all the memory card data, that it will be erased totally, so the Matlab could install its operating system on the SD card. Then click Write. Now after finishing the installing, we got some instructions here. The first of it, that you got to remove the memory card from your computer and then insert it back to the Raspberry Pi, and then connector. And second, connect the Ethernet cable to your Raspberry Pi, then to your computer, and last, connect the power supply to the Raspberry Pi to connect to it, and press Next after doing those instructions. And now we remove the SD card from the computer, put it back to the Raspberry Pi, and now the computer is trying to detect the Raspberry Pi. And now the Raspberry Pi is detected by the computer, and here's the IP address, and you type that down because you're gonna use it later. And all you need to do now is just to test the connection and make sure it's connected successfully. Then press Next. I don't need to show the supported package examples, so I'm gonna finish now. Going back to the steps, now we're at the fourth step, hardware setup. We have here first the Raspberry Pi 2 Model B and the power cable, the Ethernet cable, the SD card, the Raspberry Pi case, and the USB webcam. Make sure that all of these components are connected correctly. And now I'm gonna show you how to detect your compiler. We type down that command, MEX space dash setup, press enter, and now it's detected that the Microsoft Visual Studio is your compiler for the Matlab, and the next command is to test the connection between the Raspberry Pi and the Matlab. And press enter. And make sure that the packages sent something and received something and lost nothing. So that means it's corrected correctly. And now we want to run our camera, so I'm gonna start a new Simulink model. But first I'm gonna type down here the Raspberry Pi library. Raspberry Pi lib, just gonna open me a library for the Raspberry Pi. And here we go, the library that I'm gonna drag and drop to the Simulink. I'm gonna choose the video capture block and the SDL video display block, and I'm gonna minimize that for now. Then we gotta connect those this way. And now we're gonna make sure that some options are made correctly. You go to Tools, Run on Target Hardware, then Prepare to Run. Select your Raspberry Pi and make sure that it's the correct host name. Apply, then OK. Click on the video capture. Make sure that it's the same pixel format you got, and fix the resolution, the image size. Apply, and the video display, the same pixel format. OK. And don't forget that you need to set it to then external, so you can get an output on this display with an infinite sampling rate. And now we're ready to run. And here we go, the Matlab starting the model, and the camera giving you a live streaming with a normal picture. Here me moving my camera, and that's the window. And now we're gonna move to the system layout from here. And here's the system layout, the camera connected to the Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi connected with the Ethernet to the laptop. And here's the software. Here's another picture, and thank you for watching.